We're going to go ahead and start this since, some of you guys haven't been up to. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay. So what we're going to do today, we're going to review the quiz for Unit 4. So Unit 4 is the very first quiz we took the semester. If you guys can see here, this is the review. This is all you need for the quiz. So everything we covered today is going to be on the quiz. Unit 4 was about statistics. Statistics, which means the median, the mode, the min, the max, Q1, Q2, Q3, IQR. This is where we did that project that you guys were in groups and you guys had to ask 15 different people. So we're going to kind of go over as to how to find each thing that we learned throughout that unit. The first thing we have here is find. And if you see here, it's an X with a bar. This is the same exact thing as your mean. So how do you find the mean? The mean, all you have to do is just add all the numbers up and then divide by the total numbers you have. So in this case, you're going to do 5 plus 20 plus 22 plus 25 plus 25 plus 27 plus 29 plus 33 plus 60. And then you're going to divide all that by the numbers you have. If you look here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you have 9 total numbers. So when you add the numerator, so which is the numbers up top, all you have to do is, let me go check. Add them up. You can use your calculator, and you should get 246. So 246, and then divide by 9. 246 divided by 9 gives you 27.3. 27.3 would be your mean. So that is how you find your mean. To find Q1, Q2, and Q3, I would personally do Q2 first because that gives you the number in the middle. And that's going to be so much easier when you have it when you need to find the Q1 or Q3. So finding the number in the middle, you first have to check and see if you have everything in order from smallest to greatest. If you look here, yes, 5, all the numbers are in order from small to big. So I'm going to go ahead and start canceling things out. I have that 5, 60, 10, all the way until I get to the middle. If you look here, you can see that 25 would be my Q2. So my Q2 here is going to be 25, because that's the number in the middle. If I'm trying to look for my Q1, the way you find it is just having to find on the left side of Q2. What does that mean? So here is my Q2. I ignore that. And then I'm going to start eliminating these on the left side. Notice how I have 2 numbers in the middle. If I have 2 numbers in the middle, then I'm just going to add them and divide by 2. So in this case, I have 20 plus 22 divided by 2. If I add 20 plus 22, that's going to give me 42. Divide that by 2, that's going to give me 21. So 21 is my Q1. I'm going to go ahead and start looking for my Q3. My Q3 is on the right side, so I can go ahead and start eliminating here. And notice how I have 29 and 33 as the numbers in the middle of the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and add 29 plus 33. And I'm going to divide that by 2. So then I can go ahead and get my calculator if needed. And I'm going to do 29 plus 33, and that's going to give me 62. So 62, I divide that by 2, and that's going to give me 31. So 31 is my Q3. So that's how you find Q1, Q2, and Q3. Now, to find my mode is the number that appears the most. So if I'm trying to look for my mode, I just look for numbers that repeat. You can have more than one mode. You just have to look and see which one has the highest. If you look here, notice how we have 25 and 25. It repeats twice. That's the only number that repeats twice. There's not any other number that repeats more than once. So my mode in this case would just be 25. If I look for my max is pretty self-explanatory. My max is just the highest number. In this case, the highest number is 60. I'm trying to look for my min. My min is the smallest number I have. In this case, my smallest number is 5. And then I scroll down. I'm trying to look for my range. My range is just subtracting my max minus my min. So I am going to do 60 minus 5 because my max is 60, my min is 5. So 60 minus 5, that's going to give me 55. And let's use this pen right here. So 60 minus 5, that's going to give me 55. Again, it's your max minus your min to find your range. Your IQR is kind of the same thing, but you're looking at Q1 and Q3. My Q1 in this case is 21, and my Q3 is 31. So I'm going to subtract my Q3, which is 31. My pen doesn't work. Let me try again. Let's see, my Q3 is 31 minus my Q2, which is 21. And that's going to give me 10. Okay, but I'm using it because since it's recording, I'm almost done. So my IQR would be 10. And I move on for my outlier. Now my outlier, I need a little bit of a more bigger space. I guess I should have used yeah, because my handwriting is a little bit big. So there's two formulas for the outlier. The outlier, to find the lower side, you just do you find your Q1 minus 1.5 times your IQR. To find your upper one would be Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. So how the outlier works is just numbers that are below or above these points that I'm about to give you. So if I look at my Q1, if I'm looking at my information above, my Q1 is 21. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in 21 here, minus 1.5. And then my IQR, I believe, is 10. Let me go look. Yep, my IQR is 10. So 10 goes here. If I plug that into my formula, I have 21 minus 1.5 times 10. That's going to give me 6. So any number below 6 is an outlier. In this case, 5, this 5 right here, is less than 6. So I have an outlier of 5. And then I'm going to go ahead and look for my upper outliers. So Q3, my Q3, I think it was 31. I can go double check. Yeah, my Q3 is 31. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in 31 here. plus 1.5 times IQR, which is 10. If I put that in my calculator, I have 31 plus 1.5 times 10. That's going to give me 46. So any number above 46 is going to be an outlier. So I'm going to look. If you'll see here, this 60 is above 46. So I have an outlier of 60. So these two are my outliers. Sometimes you will not have any outliers. It just depends, all right? It just depends on the equation or on the number sets. And then I think the next thing you have to do is your mean absolute deviation. Now, for your mean absolute deviation, you're going to have to look at your minimum or your mean. In this case, you have your mean is 27.3. I'm going to go ahead and write that so I don't have to keep going all the way up. 27.3 or 27.6. Is it 0.6 or 0.3? 27.3. Okay. And I'm going to subtract every single one of my numbers by 27.3. So I'm going to do 27.3 minus 5, 27.3 minus 27, 27.3 minus 22, and so on and so on. So I have 27.3. I'm going to write that down. 27.3, 27.3, 27.3. And I'm going to write that down for all the numbers I have. In this case, I can see I have 9 numbers, so I'm going to write this 9 times. 27.3, 27.3, 27.3, 27.3, 27.3, and 27.3. And then minus, minus, minus. Now, if you guys remember, for mean absolute deviation, you don't have any negative numbers. They're all absolute. So even if it appears negative in your calculator, you're going to just have to change it to positive. All right, it doesn't matter. So here you have 5, 20, 22. So minus 5, minus 20, minus 22. Oh, what other numbers are there? 25, 25, 27, minus 25, 25 again, and 27. And let's see what else. 25, 27, 29, 33, and 60. Minus 29, 33, and 60. So I'm going to get all these numbers and I'm going to subtract them. Now, let's see. If I can see here, 27. So 27.3 minus 5, that's going to give me 20. And I'm going to try to use a different color right here. That's going to give me 22.3. And then minus 20, that's going to give me 7.3. This is going to give me 5.3. 25 minus 25 would be 2.3. Notice how I have it twice. I'm just going to write it down again, 2.3. And then minus 27 would be 0.3 or 0.3. Minus 29 would be negative 1.7, but again, we don't want negative, so it's just 1.7. This would be 5.7. And then lastly, 27.3 minus 60 is going to give you 32.7. So 32.7. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all these numbers right here, and I'm going to add them. Let's see, someone's trying to log in. Let's see who it is. I guess I can get 1 second with him because he, let's see, boom. And then here, I already have blue, red, so let me use green. So I'm gonna get all these numbers right here, and I'm going to add them. Now, again, I wish I had more space, so let's see if I can do it. Get all these numbers right here. Let me go below. So what I do here is for that question. So I'm gonna do let's see, 22.3 plus 7.3 plus 5.3 plus 2.3 plus 2.3 plus 0.3 plus 1.7 plus 5.7 plus 32.7 divided by, how many do we have? We should have 9. And let me go ahead and do that. 22.3 plus 7.3 plus 5.3 plus 2.3 plus 2.3 again plus 0.3 plus 1.7 plus 5.7 plus 32.7, and that's going to give me 79.9. And then I'm going to divide 79.9, and then divide that by 9. 79, and then divide that by 9. It's going to give me 8.89. 8.9. So that is 8.9. 8.9 here, and then that's going to give me my mean absolute deviation. And then the last thing I have here is my box plot. My box plot is just my max, I need my min, my max, Q1, Q2, and Q3. So if I'm since it's really small, let's see if I can fit it. I have, give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the smallest number. In this case, it's 5. So I here have my 5, my 10. Let's see if I can make it small. 15, 20. It's not a 20, that is 12. Let's see. I'm going to erase that. See if I can make it smaller. See if I can type it 5. Let's use the select. Can I make it smaller? I can. Okay. So 5. So I can put here 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, that is not 40. It's 30, 40, 45, 50. Did I miss any? Let's see. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and then 60. 65. Okay. So I have here my number line. Now the reason why I went by 5s is because that's the only way I can get 60, which is my max, and 5, which is my min, in this box plot. Now I start off with my max, my min. Like I said below, like I said above, my min here is 5. So I'm just gonna put a little star here. My max is 60, so I'm gonna put a star here as well. And then I'm looking for my Q1. My Q1, if I look above, is, I think it's 21. Yep, it's 21 right here. So my Q1 is 21. I'm going to put a little line kind of here because this is where 21 should be. And then my Q3, again, is 31, I believe. 31. Yep. So my Q3 is 31. So I'm going to put 31. I'm going to put a little line, what kind of 31 is. And then my Q3 is 31. And then my median, which is my Q2, is 25. So I'm going to put a little line where 25 is. And then I'm going to connect these right here. Let's see if I can do that. Yes, I can. Okay, there we go. And it's going to create a rectangle. And then I'm just going to connect my min and my max to the box. And that's how you make a box plot. That's all you have to do. So this little asterisk is your min. This is your max. This would be your Q1, Q2, and Q3. That is all you have to learn and know for this, or not learn, what you have to review for this quiz. You can take the quiz whenever you're ready. You have multiple tries. Remember, if you have not taken it before, whatever you have will be your grade. If you have, it can be replaced up to a 78, 72, 78. And that is it. Let's try to stop recording.